to another episode of Minecraft Pocket Edition. This is pretty much going to be like a moving forward episode today, because in between the episodes I have done a hell of a lot of work to start moving forward with different projects and stuff. So as you can tell, my iron pickaxe is now there. It's down a little bit, which tells you I've been using it, and which means I've done something which is terribly boring. Yes, I went shaft mining, and I got quite a lot of cobblestone now. So supplies of that are never going to run short. This is ridiculous. Got some gold. We found some gold. It's mining at level 12 in the mine, literally just outside. And I also got a little bit of iron as well. Let's just put all this away for now, like so. And I've also gone around killing a lot of animals. As you can tell, I've got 7 leather now. And also I have 12 TNT. So I've been spending a lot of time doing the resourceful things of doing all the hard work and stuff. And while I was shaft mining, I kind of worked out where the middle of the map was. And this wasn't intentional. I kind of was looking around for this to see which side of the world would be better off to build on, basically, in the cave. So what I did is, here's the shaft mine here. And level 12 is on this side block here, and I dug straight in this direction, and I also dug straight in that direction. And, no, let me think, if I'm there, no, sorry, it was that direction and that direction. So, you come out, so I marked it out with torches, so, dug in that direction there, like so, this direction, which is 118 blocks to this point here, and this direction it's about 60. As you can tell, the blue edge of the world is just over there, so it's not far away. So from that I realised that the middle of the world the world's 256 by 256. So to get from 2 to 228 from this 128 from this 118, I ran 10 blocks and placed a torch. So I know the edge of the world is on this straight line here, and our base is here, a lot further over from that torch. So this is the point where I've got to make a decision. So it's actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the stairs, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20 to here, and then we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we're up to 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40, and where's the wall there? So it's take 41, 42. So we're taking how many off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4 off and work our way into here. So we're already 44 over. And so we take 4 off here from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Wow, so we are actually 170 blocks towards this direction in the world itself. So if we want to do any massive major building work this direction, it's going to have to stay small, because I've only got 86 blocks to play with that direction, and about 120 on this direction, and what it looks like is it's going to be about nearly 190 to 100 and so on that way. So what I'm going to have to do now is kind of change the world around a little. Well, not really change the world, but change the way I was going to do the base about. So this side is going to become more important, so there's going to be a lot more of our stuff that way. We're also going to have to make the intersection, which I thought was going to be towards the middle of the map. It's actually not going to be towards the middle, so maybe we'll have to build the intersection on that door, or maybe we'll have to figure out a way to get it towards the middle. So maybe this be a cut-off from the intersection. So this isn't actually down to the intersection. This is like kind of trying to work our way towards the middle. So maybe this will go like diagonally to it. But this way is the way I'm concentrating on now. Despite only having those 80 odd blocks to play with, I have a plan to use about 30 to 40 of them, because that'll be the max limit I'm going to go with the base to that direction, because quite quickly I could tell that I'm going to run out of space. So, as you've probably guessed, TNT goes pretty well with blowing stuff up. Well, to be honest, it's the best way. And as I discussed previously, this side is going to be my automated wheat farm primarily. So you'll go down, we'll press the water bucket in, you'll be able to go in, collect the wheat from the multiple layers all at once. So what I want to do is use this TNT to begin blowing out the area around the edge of the wheat farm. Because the wheat farm is probably going to have to be in the middle, so it'll probably be maybe quite a lot way down. So you can have quite many levels all the way up, so you can see over like an edge or something. So maybe the best way to do that automated wheat farm would be to build around it and then build all the water mechanisms underneath the paths. So as you can tell, we'll probably do this design for the walls or something, because it kind of suits the way we've been building. And it also gives the place depth. But, first of all, TNT. And the best thing to do for TNT is we can have one... Let me think about this. There's going to have to be one here. So I'll place one there, leave a 2 gap, and place the next one. There we go. So let's try that for now, and we'll see how that goes. And we'll see what sort of size of an explosion we're going to get. Let's just look away. We've got one. It's not very big of a hole, but we can expect that. So, to double the action here... Uh-oh. Run. That should have done some damage at least. It's definitely widening our hole up. But maybe this is going to take a little bit to actually work with. So let's get a TNT going in here. Like so. We can kind of shield ourselves from it from here. Or I can kind of just stand in the corner. And we found some more iron. It's pretty good. We'll probably have to go more in this direction though, which is kind of the key thing. So, let's do a 3. Let's see if this will work. 1, 2, 3. This may seem a waste, but this will probably push it a long way that direction. I only heard one explode, but my, yeah, that did a lot more damage putting them together. Let's get some torches going in here, so let's go and get some. And let's see if we can light it up and see the damage that we've done with 7 pieces of TNT. Because it's always the first bit of exploding that does the least damage, because there's most of the walls are already still built. So you kind of need to work your way around that a little bit. So that's what we're kind of doing. So blowing it all out slowly, kind of working our way through. Bits of gravel here and there. But this is a good size so far, because it's going to have to be blown out in the middle, so let's try and get a bit more space going here. So we want to obviously have a size of a bit of a path going, so let's try and work out where the wall's going to be. So the wall is going to be there. This is going to be the entrance here, so let's dig this out. Let's kind of get ourselves a good idea of what it's going to look like. And we'll see what we get from there. Let's get our iron pick on, because it's been much quicker to do it. So this is going to be the entrance area here, so this will be a wall. So this is where the path will turn. So you'll have 1, 2, 3. And I'm probably going to leave it to go up to a size of 5. So this is the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the wood slab will be here. So the first part of the actual wheat farm is going to be somewhere around this block here. So let's just place a marker there for dirt, just so we know where it's going to start. And then obviously we can dig this all out and let's clear ourselves a little bit of space. Let's clear this gravel out, just so we've got a bit of space to work with and try and imagine the way it's going to look. It's also going to be slightly off-centered because it's going to be about, I think it's 13 or 12 by 13, so it's not actually going to be a square, but this is the size of the wall here, and obviously I want to kind of bring it through so it can extend both directions as well. So maybe what I do for one of the walls is kind of bring it like I'm doing in here and kind of bring it round. But maybe the best thing to do here though is to keep it straight and build the walls fairly big. So as we said, this is probably the right size place to start. So let's get a bit of space cleared around this, because we're not actually going to have it where this dirt block is, because we're going to have to make the other side actually 5 blocks as well. So to counterbalance that, I think the dirt's actually going to be here. So a maximum size of each of the grassy areas on either side is actually going to be about 5 blocks. Let's get rid of that dirt. We don't really want to keep adding to our spaces. So let's go back through here. And let's see what we can do. So let's see what size is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a 5 gap. These are about, this kind of curves round, so this kind of cuts itself out really. So we don't really want to look it like this, but we kind of want a more square feel. So it'll come do to here, and then it'll come do like that. So you'll be able to look over and look onto the top one, which will be only about maybe 3 blocks down. So it's not too far away, but it's also far away enough so that you don't accidentally fall in and ruin the crops. Because I'll kind of want to do a bit of a cover up for it or something, just to hide it a little bit more than it actually is already. But let's try and use the rest of this TNT now to clear out a bit more space. But first of all, I want to widen this doorway because we've got to get used to having it slightly wider. And maybe the best thing to do to extend the path to 5 wide actually is to do nothing that I've just told you guys, because I've actually just thought of something in my head right now. So instead of doing it here, maybe the first thing to do would be to bring it through to the wall being about here, on this line here. So the wall would actually start here where the first block is. So you'd have half slab. Let's see if we can use this as an example. So no, let's not have that. So half slab would be there and there. And then obviously the wall continues that way. And then we want to start with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it'd be on this. And it's exactly the same anyway. So it doesn't really make any difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half slab. Oh, wait, no. Let's think about this. Half slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half slab. Dirt block. It's 1, 2 over. So let's move it over one more. And same with this one, if we can get to it. It's another solid block. So we can get rid of these now. And we're kind of working our way slowly to where the central point of this area is going to be. Because it's going to slowly bend that way. So this point going straight this direction is going to dead end. So it's kind of just pointless really. But it gives kind of a viewpoint over. And it's also maybe an area where I could probably put the storage rooms. Room with an M. And maybe I'll raise the ceiling in here again to a bigger height that's in here. Or maybe I actually drop it down and have a staircase that goes round. It's a pretty tough decision, but maybe the best thing to do is probably keep it the same. So maybe the same thing will happen with this wall. So let's do the same thing here. So we'll dig this back so it'd be half slab there, half slab here on this bit right there. Let's get rid of this gravel so we can imagine it. Wow, that's a lot of gravel. So it'd be half slab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half slab. And then it'd be on this line here, which is where it is anyway. So that's marked out pretty well. So this is going to be the area where it starts. It's actually going to be this block here. So let's create a dirt pillar. So basically what we want to do is kind of blow out this bit. Let's place dirt there and there and bombs away with this one. Clearing out a bit of the space on that side and I'm stuck. That cleared out quite a lot of the space. And also kind of blew out a lot of the area we don't need as well. That's not too much of a problem. And maybe we have something else that flows through here that maybe links from this river here. I've just come up with this now as I'm talking to you guys, but maybe we have something that flows through. So maybe there's a bridge here and then it starts with the wheat farm there and then maybe we bring it over 5 more that way. So maybe we'll have like a water flow go down that way or something like this. So where this is 3 wide here, this will actually be the water. So instead, we might change it up to do that. But for now, let's try and blow out a bit more of the space here. And let's do the same tactic we did with the other side. This time we'll do the old dig it into the wall. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Flint and steel that one. Back off a little bit. And there we go. Cleared out a little bit more space over here. Actually, cleared out a lot, actually. That's a fairly big space. But the main focal point I want to get to, though, let's get this iron, and let's use the rest of the TNT on this side, because we've got 2 more left. We have had quite a fair bit with TNT action today, because I wanted to start clearing out the area for it, which was kind of the point of this, though. Let's see if there's any more iron over here. There's probably some, maybe, is there going to be another? No, there isn't. Oh, that's a shame. That's actually quite a shame. Wait, what was it, actually? It should be also here. Nope. Oh, well. That's a little bit more iron to the collection, but they're kind of my ideas for this area. Kind of doing a bit more TNT in to blow it out more than it should be. But maybe the thing is, I'm trying to think here at the same time as talking, so Let's try and sort this out. We'll try and blow out a little bit here, actually, a bit higher up. Like there. There you go. Oh, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. There we go. Cleared out a bit more to the side, which is, it's okay. It's in the right place for now. Because what I want to do is eventually I want to clear out the space for the automated wheat farm, which is, we're going to have to build very, very soon because my food supply is running low. So, now we're going to have to think about cleaning this area up a little bit, making it look a bit neater to work with, and obviously it's kind of blowing it straight into our place, so I don't mind using our iron pickaxe to clear out a little bit of space. So let's think about this then. So if the wall's going to be there, we obviously want at least a 4 wide... I'm trying to think. Maybe we do have sort of a waterfall here, but maybe we bring it literally right up against it by 1 block. So wherever the wall is, give it 1 block of edging, so it can have an actual quite a tall wall. Or maybe we do that on the other side. Maybe I just stick with my original plan and have a path turn here, head towards this side of the base, and have a bit of a straight way this direction, and hopefully we could do a nice fancy pattern at the end of it or something. Maybe with a river, because the idea that River gave me was with this bit, with the little bit that sticks up. But maybe the thing to do here is just, let's fill it back in. Let's just kind of give us that idea completely out of our mind. Let's take this away, because all this is a bit low. It's a bit low down here. So maybe what I do is I lower this area by a little bit, just so the ceiling height is actually 2 above this, so we can actually have a good ceiling in here. But also maybe so we can get a bit of a higher ground clearance in here, so we have a bit more to work with. Let's kind of take a little bit of this out, and let's see the actual size of the area we've just blown out. Using all of the TNT I've got, I really didn't have that much to use to start this room off, but it's enough to keep it going, to get it going, and let's just kind of clear this area right by the door, just to give us an indication of what we can physically do with what we've physically got. Let's kind of take this wall back a little bit, and let's take the roof off, so we've got a bit of space so we can see, and then we'll be able to kind of do a bit of project planning, and we can kind of think about what we can leave space for in the future, because when the future comes and future updates come so that the infinite worlds can come, well, that's going to change most of the things around here, and I'm going to deal with quite a lot of gravel now, which is going to very frustrate me. Probably the best way to do it is to leave the top blocks in and put torches down underneath. Gravel's not too important, but I could probably use it. So let's just let's see how many of these are actually gravel. Oh, just the 1. So that wasn't too bad. Let's just clear this, and then we can probably try and encourage the grass to come this direction. So let's have a look at where the grass is actually up to at the moment. Let's clear all this flint up and all this gravel. Let's also take out a bit more of this so we can get an indication of starting the path over this side. Because maybe we have, instead of the waterfall going under the path, maybe actually it does go under the path, so we have like a bridge area. But instead it kind of does more like this. So say this is the river. You have the river coming across like this, but it'll be further down there, and then you get the path coming over. Let's imagine that this is the path, and the river comes under, and then the river drops into a waterfall on the other side. So maybe it comes from a waterfall up on the one side, like so, and then it drops into a waterfall on the other. So when in the wheat farm, what we'll actually see on one side of it, instead of a flat, ugly-faced, maybe stone wall or something, we see a nice blue waterfall. So maybe we can do something with that, and maybe we can break it up by putting smooth stone in it to kind of create that sort of unnatural, natural effect that you get with them. So that's kind of an idea I've got. There's other ideas I've got as well, but in between this episode and the next one, I'm going to spend a lot of time in here digging it out. So I've got a bit of space to work with, and maybe next episode we might be able to start working on the wheat farm. But that's all I've got for today, guys. So thank you guys for watching as always. Comment, like, rate and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.